LEGO Worlds is an incredible game. It's like having an endless bucket of Legos. You can build a huge castle or a small house in the clouds. Learn how to design and create your own world with me in this tutorial series. Become a master designer/builder. In this series, you'll learn how to design and build many different architectural styles. We'll cover lighting, furnishing, and decorating, interior and exterior spaces. We'll build castles, dungeons, bridges, skyscrapers, and even a spaceship. So get your game ready and follow along. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Designing and Building in LEGO Worlds. I'm Brandon. This is Max. In the last episode, we dug this parking garage, or at least a hole for the parking garage, and now we need to add some details to make it look cool, because the hotel looks so awesome and it's so detailed, and we can't just have a plain old boring parking garage that's just Legos, like basic Legos, right Max? Yeah? Alright Max, let's get started. When confronted with a large space, it's best to just stick with the things that you know you want to do first. In this case, we definitely know that we want to add some detail to the walls and also to the ceiling and some lighting. So we're going to tackle that first, and then we'll figure everything else out. We want the garage space to match the design of the hotel, so we're going to use white bricks in various shapes and sizes to match the look of the hotel above the ground. We're going to need a lot of light in this big space, so we're using the 4x18 brick in the white glow color. Remember that when you're adding light to a space, you're going to get some light pollution that's going to spill over in the other parts of the space. For example, right here on this tree, we can see there's some light. But luckily, the hotel is high up enough that we don't get any light pollution into the hotel space. So that's great. Max, this is a lot of light and it looks awesome. Great job, but we want to do a little bit more with this because as cool as these light bricks are, they don't look that awesome. So we're going to make them look awesome by adding some cool design details. So we use the 1x2x3 inverted slope, but I don't think there is a corner inverted slope that will fit right into these corners. So that's okay. Instead, we're just going to put a regular brick in there to create a column. This lighting looks pretty cool, and what's nice about this effect is we have light that is showing up here and lighting up the ceiling, but it's also lighting up the back wall, so that looks pretty cool. Now we want to add some detail to the walls here because we don't just want to stare at a boring flat surface of Lego bricks. So we're going to create some details in the wall here, and we'll copy and paste that around the room to save some time. Our detail sits a little bit too far back, but we don't want it to come any more forward because then it will block the lighting above. So we're going to use our remove tool and we're going to dig out a little more wall so we have space for this really cool detail. By rotating the grill brick in different directions, you can achieve a really cool look. On one side of the brick, the grills are vertical, and on the other side, they are horizontal. And that looks really neat. Don't forget that you can create some pretty cool effects using the plates. This little 1x1 round plate. When you stack it like this, you can create some cool patterns. So that's what we are going to do in these open spaces on either side of this section. So you guys, now we have a whole section that we can copy and paste throughout the garage, and it looks so cool. You guys, look at this. I doubt that there's that many parking garages in the world that look this cool, but of course, Ivory City needs a fancy, cool parking garage, especially considering how cool the hotel looks. Now let's copy and paste this around the room. So what we're going to do, since we don't really know how many of these sections will fit across each wall, we're going to start at the ends and we're going to work our way inward to the middle. And then if it works out where we don't have an exact number of studs across the wall here to copy and paste this evenly, we'll just create something cool in the center if we need to. Before we do go to the effort of copying and pasting this around the room, maybe we should just make sure that it fits each car. And look at that, it looks like it's perfect. We want to make sure that we can fit a car into each one of these spaces. So it looks like it will work perfectly. Yay! Good. All right, let's copy and paste this around the room. So there's not quite enough to fit an exact number of these sections along the back wall and fill up the whole space, but that's okay, because since we went from the outsides here, we have an even number, and now all we have to do is fill up this little empty space with some bricks. You guys, this looks pretty cool. So what we did in the middle here, since we didn't have enough space for an entire section of columns, we inverted the column here in the center where the two different sections of wall come together. And it looks really neat. Now we're going to continue pasting this around the rest of the room. Oh, you guys look, it's Agent Chase. How's it going, buddy? This is Sheila's boyfriend. He's checking out the new garage. He approves. What's that? You're conducting an investigation? Uh-oh. I hope Max is not under investigation. So while we're building this garage, we need to think about how we're going to be able to access the hotel. After you park your car, how do you get up into the hotel? And we've been kind of looking around the hotel, and I think I found the perfect spot. So right here behind the front desk, it's right underneath the two main staircases as well. I think if we dig a hole through the hotel right here down into the garage, we can hide the staircase with a little wall right back there behind the front desk, so you won't see it when you first walk in. But you can just go back there and you can go down and get to your car. So the best way, if you're trying to figure out how to dig down and figure out where things are underneath the ground, is to put a brick here, and if you're on PC, hold down your right mouse button and then use the control button, and it will take you exactly underneath the ground in that same exact spot, so you can tell where it's going to be. And ours lands right here behind this wall. So I think what we're going to do is dig out a hole here, and we're going to build a staircase behind this wall, and that way you can access the main hotel lobby after you park your car. Now that we've dug a hole in the floor, let's go ahead and build a wall behind the front desk. Some hotels have a cool piece of artwork behind the front desk, and since we need to build a wall here anyway, we may as well use this space to create something cool to look at instead of just a flat wall. So we're going to use the slope pieces, the 1x1 slope pieces, to create a cool screening effect back here. That way we can hide the staircase, but we can also create a cool piece of artwork behind the front desk. Now we're going to use the 2x2x5 lattice tower in the center because it looks so cool. Look at this, you guys. Oh yeah, that looks awesome. So this is going to be in the medium stone gray color because we also have that color in this room. So now we've got all the colors represented. We have black, we have green, and we have the medium stone gray. You guys, that looks so cool. Look at that. And it also hides the staircase down to the parking garage. So it's perfect. Before we start building the stairs, let's go ahead and cap the top of this wall with the 1x2 black brick. To build the stairs, we're going to use the 2x8 brick in white. This looks pretty good so far. Now at this landing, we're going to turn this way and we're going to cut out the wall right here and go down in that direction. You guys, this couldn't have worked out better if we planned it. The staircase ends right up here in the corner. It's perfect! Now we're going to finish building the staircase walls and we're going to cut a hole right here. Alright guys, that is all the time that we have for today's episode. In the next episode, we're going to finish the parking garage and we're also going to work on the entry. I think we'll be done with the hotel in just a few more episodes. You pumped about that, Max? Yeah? If you enjoyed the episode, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn more about designing and building in LEGO Worlds, then please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.